Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another stream, and I hope you're going to enjoy it with us. Owen's here with me already, and he wants to get a quick flight in the early morning, so we're going to help him with that. And yeah, that's it. We're going to fly from Lebanon down to Cairo, and all the scenery links are in the show more piece of the video. Just below the video, click on show more, you'll see everything there. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Kies.
Goedemorgen, Nico.
So this is the Libor scenery. For those of you wondering, it's really nice. I can highly recommend this. It's really, really cool. I'm going to have to do a weather check. About an hour ago when I did my planning, we were going to take off 03. Yeah, we can still do it. It's variable 01 in the winds. So I'm still going to take off 03, do the turn out. It's going to be a heading select takeoff vector ourselves back over here and then get onto the course. And then, well, let's put it on screen. Let's see if I can actually show you guys the whole route. Why not? Just need to get Edge to see itself again. Hello, Andrew. Right, so that's the plan. I'm going to go out over the sea. Simbrief gave me flight level 310, gents. Don't know what you got, but that's what he told me. And then we're obviously going to land at Cairo International. So that's the plan. Hope you guys had a good Saturday and rested a bit in between. Don't know if you saw the flight sim stories last night, but it was very interesting. Yes, you're flying with, I see Owen's flying with, Peter booked space, then we've got Reggie. I'm basically ready to go. I don't know how far you guys are, so you have to guide me if I need to just waste a few more minutes sitting here chatting or something, you know.
I think, 25 minutes.
Alright, okay. So then we can just take it easy.
Yeah, in fact, I just came in, Nico. I only need to set up my plane.
That's fine. That's fine. There's no rush.
I'm reloading the plug-in, huh?
That's
as
fine.
Always.
Yeah, that's fine. There's no rush.
You talked about the scenery, OLBA. Huh?
Yeah.
Very, very nice scenery, but there was some issue with one of those tank wagons, huh?
Yes, but
fuel tanks. But
I saw there was a patch, so I'm not sure if that's fixed.
I don't know if that's the fix for that, but Torsten fixed that problem.
Okay.
I don't know if he posted it on the org store.
I don't know.
Forum, but
I have no idea. What I do know is that I'm aware of it. If I see it happen again where we lose that texture, then obviously I'll just get rid of the scenery again, disable it. You know, if I don't fly in an area, I disable it, so it should take care of it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. George, yeah, I got up way too early today again. That's why I'm already configured. I'm really not in a big hurry, but you know, we'll take it easy.
Are you flying on IVO today, Nico?
I am already connected, yes. So while we are here, let's go have a look at the scenery.
I just wanted to point it out that that somebody has made the solution for that.
Yeah, George, it is a nice looking plane. If you want, I can introduce you to the guy who gold plated it for me. Very rich guy in the US, exceedingly rich guy. He gave it to me, apparently. That was some of his reserves. He wanted to get rid of some of his gold reserves. But great guy. I can really introduce you, recommend you talk to him.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, Peter. Oh, the scenery is stunning. Eh? Just look at this. It's so nice. I read a very disturbing thing yesterday. I read up a little bit on Lebanon itself in the real world now. Apparently, it is the country or the place with the highest inflation rate currently in the whole world. I can't say I really know what happened, but it's scary. Oh, you know his sister. Oh, then you know who we're talking about. Excellent. No, he's not a doof. No, he's a great guy. I'm telling you, I can vouch for him. I've known him for a while, eh? Wow. This must have taken the guy ages to make this, eh? And to get it FPS friendly, that's always the big trick. Doesn't help you've got all the niceties and all, but it's not FPS friendly. And this was obviously taken before that big explosion. Some of these buildings don't exist anymore.
Nico.
Yes, sir?
You were talking about flight level 310. That odd and even doesn't count here?
I don't know. That's what somebody gave me.
I gave me 320.
Yeah. I don't know.
I went to Active Sky and it gives me 320. Seems that Active Sky reckons with it.
Yeah, I don't know. Lovely, all the ticks crawling over the place here. Hello.
Hello, Cap.
She's in a better mood today. Guys, while we're sitting here talking, remember yesterday we started chatting about thunder and the fact that Zibo or Audio Bird, whoever, I don't know which one of the two, muted the thunder sounds in the Zibo mod. Were you guys here on Discord?
Yep.
Yeah, can you quickly explain how to put in those sound files again?
Okay, so I'll tell you the quick workaround, and Kevin was the bright spark who came up with it, right? So what he did was he went into explain. Let me actually put it on the screen so there's no confusion. Let me get it there. So if you go into your explain resources, sounds, weather, you see there are 6 thunder wave files. Okay, so those files, what we do is we copy them and then we go to the Zibo mod, sounds, weather, and then we paste it in here. Okay, you'll see it's got different names. So the trick is going to be you need to take that name, and you need to rename number 1. You take number 2, you rename number 2, take number 3, rename number 3, and then you go through the motion. Just be careful, there's a wind one as well. That one we didn't touch. That one is still deafened, okay? It's still quiet, so leave that one alone. But you take all the thunders. So this is basically the files from X-Plane, the thunder ones, that we've put in here. So you see, now we've got thunder. Okay, so I spoke to Zibo late last night. You know, after the FS Expo, we had a quick chat about X-Plane 12 and, you know, getting the Zibo ready for X-Plane 12 and things like that. And we spoke about Librain and all kinds of things, you know, and this also came up. He said he's going to investigate this, okay, because I think he was under an older impression of what it was supposed to do. So he said, no, he'll go back. He's going to check up on this, because effectively by doing this, and if you fly into a thunderstorm, you're now going to hear thunder, which you can't with the muted files. You can't. There's no volume, no audio in them, you know. And I realized, I said it on stream yesterday, but my Skymaxx Pro gives me thunder. And then I realized it might have been that I was flying a different aircraft at the time and not the Zibo. Because we tested it. Me, Kevin, Uncle John, we created awful weather on our own, you know, and we said, let the thunder come. And unless you do this motion that we went through now, you don't get thunder. Even with Skymaxx Pro, I couldn't get thunder. You couldn't hear it. I'm in the middle of this heavy thunderstorm, and there's no thunder. The moment you put these ones in, voila, it just works. On the forum, there was a person that said, just delete those files. You know, remove them. We tried. We still didn't hear thunder. It just didn't work. So somewhere along the line there is a connection, and that's what Zibo needs to investigate to try figure it out. But this is the workaround. Just go to X-Plane, copy the files, drop them in the Zibo, rename them, and thunder is replaced. It's there. Linda Bug went to mail. Who was it? There was somebody the other day that complained on Facebook that Linda's now got a male's voice. How do we change that? Somebody did ask. I think you can actually change it here. Select voice.
This is my new voice.
Hello.
Hello, Cap.
That's wrong. That's wrong. No.
This is my new voice.
Thank you. We'll stick to that. Barry, yes, until another full release comes out. Yeah, it should be working. Oh, no, that's wrong. Yeah, that's what I meant, George. Some people did. Bob Jones, no, you get the thunder from X-Plane exactly how I showed you. If you want to just go look back at the video, you go into X-Plane, resources, sound, weather, copy the thunder, put it in the Zibo. It's got nothing to do with ASXP. ASXP obviously is the weather generator, and it will obviously put the thunderstorm and everything in place. You know, talk to the right data reps, and when that all falls in place, and if you have the right files, you'll get your thunder in the Zibo.
Good morning, everybody. Morning, Nico.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, you?
Yeah, I'm also good, also good.
Morning.
Are you flying with Antonio?
Morning.
Where are you going? I'm just looking at it.
OLBA to HECA. You guys must let me know when you are like 10 minutes from push, then I can get going.
Runway 17?
I'm taking 03. The wind's variable 01, so I'm just taking 03.
I'm about 10 minutes from push.
Alright, let me get going then.
My push truck is ready already.
Ah.
Good morning.
Hello, Reggie.
Which runway did you say, Nico?
I'm going to take 03.
Okay, I'll do the same.
Yeah, you can take every runway, huh? 17.
Yeah, anyone. The wind's...
35, 35, 34.
Yeah, wind's calm. I mean, there's... What is the wind now? It's 2 knots.
Yeah, okay. I'll set up for 17. I will take it, actually. I'll just save changing stuff. So I'll take 17.
Yeah, just 17. Take it.
Captain Hatch, on the fasten seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt.
Good morning, good morning.
Hello, Kevin.
Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Kevin.
Morning.
Prepare for departure, cross-check, and all call. Thank you.
Really beautiful scenery.
Yeah.
Okay, all the doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Yeah, I need to ask Thorsten where he put that solution for that truck, which was grey, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I've had that for ages. If you can post it somewhere, I'd be grateful.
Yeah, we need to ask Thorsten, but he told me he would put it in the org forum, but I'm not sure if he
As
did
far
that.
as I can remember, it was here in Discord as well at some stage. But just ask him. Yeah, just ask him. Before start procedure.
Walk around
quickly have a
completed.
look.
Before start procedure. Before start procedure completed.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
You're on the ball today, Nico.
Yeah, I was really early. Got up way too early today.
Nico wants to beat Uncle John.
Yeah, you'll have to get the pies and coffee in.
Yeah, it's fine. I told the guys to take a chip off the tail end, just the chip of the gold. That'll pay the whole restaurant, then we can eat for free. Steve, I have no problem talking about number 12. I think the most significant thing was me speaking to Zibo last night and him confirming that it's not a very big deal converting the Zibo mod into Explain 12. It's a one-liner. There's like 3 or 4 things he needs to change and the Zibo mod will be compatible. So that for us, as the Zibo team and guys, and everybody involved, on your side as the users, I think that's the most significant thing. We discussed Librain and he said he will more than likely not do the Librain for Explain 11 and wait until Explain 12 to fix the proper drops and things, on the windscreen. Yeah, in terms of let me just get start engine number 1. Sorry, let me just start this engine. Oh, come on, man. Start number 1 engine. Now it's starting my Steam. Can you believe it? Okay, so guys, let's get in the air. Then we can talk at leisure about it, because I mean there's a couple of things they disclosed and told us, so good news all the way as far as I'm concerned.
Nico, I always forget where the folder where you posted the route.
The route is 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms above your head is my flight roster. It's always in there, or in YouTube. If you look underneath the video, you click on show more, it's in there as well.
Ah, yeah, right. Thank you.
No problem. Good morning. Good morning. Guys, can we go to push to talk to avoid the extra sounds and stuff, please? You're on Discord.
We're in live on air.
Yes. Yeah, but some of the guys, I don't know how they get it. They on the rule, the way the room is set up, nobody's supposed to be able to do that. But I see more and more people are able to use it. So one of those things,
Primary mods. It's only mods,
yeah.
HECA.
Yeah. Somebody, it's not just one or two guys. I've seen a couple of guys be able to actually use it. So I don't know why Discord is, so full of nonsense and picky as to when it wants to allow or disallow certain rules. Right, Uncle John, did you actually sleep?
I did, sir. And good morning, everybody. Been sitting in the background doing bits and pieces. Hope everybody's Nico's updated you a little bit, and I'll put the link for the vid on YouTube, so if you don't know what's going on with regards to FS 12, the info's there.
Yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a
watched it.
Yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a talk about it, Uncle John, once we're in the air.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things I'm not so sure whether it's in the vid or not. I mean, like you, I was very impressed with that blind flying.
Yeah.
It would pay for people to have a look at that. That was incredible.
Taxi lights
Okay.
on.
Are you out of the way, Nico?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am. Excellent, Steel. Good morning.
I'm ready for push.
Algerian Simmer, sorry, I got a bit busy. I'm coming back to your question now. To get the route on the Avitab, you need little nav map, and then on my channel, go to the Skymatix channel and look for the video. It's a 4.5 minute video where I teach you how to put the route on your tablet. It's right there. If you can't find it, let me know. I'll get you a link to it, but that's the easiest way of doing it, is just watching that video. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Alright, just hold on till I get in the air and my hands are free, and then we can do all these link sharing and stuff.
Approaching 3-5.
Before takeoff procedure completed.
Approaching runways.
Still, I've been so busy. If I get a chance today, I'll look at it. I've been really busy between home life, family, all kinds of things here and the Zibo stuff, so just bear with me. Hopefully today I can look at it. Yeah, no worries. Excellent, Bob, excellent. Guys, the only thing that we seem to still have a bit of a problem with that's major in this version 3 is just the holds. There appears to be a couple of issues with holds. So if you don't do holds or don't know how holds really work, you probably won't see it. You won't know that there's an issue, but Zibo will fix it.
Pushing back.
Okay. I'm lining up and taking off.
Enjoy your flight.
Thank you, sir. You guys must also do the same.
Approaching 03.
Stabilized.
I'm pushing back.
On runway 03. Flaps. Flaps.
Okay, this time I'm not going to do the cowboy thing. Let's quickly get the flaps done.
Flaps 5 set.
Alright, let's go.
Stabilized.
Toga.
Yeah, started my timer.
Takeoff thrust set.
Good night, Steel.
80 knots. Throttle hold. Approaching transition. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
I try and bite my tongue that I don't talk too badly.
Runway turn off, lights off.
Oh, this is just lovely. Look at this. That's nice, eh? Amazing.
Flaps up. And set.
Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Alright, so now we need to make our turn and pick up on our route.
Rolling.
Enjoy.
And Toga. Have
Ye-
a nice look of OLBA.
Yeah.
Beirut.
Yeah. Yeah, Bob, I like the weather like this when you want to go sightseeing, but if you want to have fun flying, it's always nice to have a bit of turbulence and cloud and rain and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe we can talk about it a little later. I have problems with this scenery.
Okay. Yes. The first time I loaded this, it was horrible. It was terrible. And I removed it from my PC. I'm talking probably a year, just maybe over a year ago. So I re-downloaded everything, and this time it just worked. So I hope there's, you know, a change. When did you download yours?
I downloaded your file yesterday evening and installed it. But I was reading, I need a basic thing.
Mm-hmm. Right, we'll have
Probably
to.
missing a library.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that later then, yeah. Probably a library, you're right.
Yeah, I first had to download the basic Beirut scenery. Couldn't find that, just installed it anyway, and then I only had grass land.
Alright, let's quickly go to that link. Find it. Where's that link? So, if you go to the link, okay, I've got it. So when you're ready, let's all get in the air and then we can do this together, because everything should be under the one download in Explain 11. Then we can also look at how I did it. Libor.
Yeah, I will do that. I'm lining up and waiting for the 3 minutes.
Sure.
Approaching transition. Transition altitude.
Toga.
Yeah, I'll give it 3 minutes from 17.
That sounds cool. Really nice. Anyway, gents, and if there are any ladies, you do. This is the link to the keynote speech that was made by the guys from Explain last night. Okay, so we said we're going to talk about it when we're in the air. I think for me, we've already covered the Zibo side of things. That's a no-brainer. It will be there. It's going to be awesome. For me, what I really liked was the idea that seasons will be built in. I like the 3D stuff that they've changed the trees. I like the whole new visual engine. You know, if you look at the video, you'll see how it changes all the airports, all the water puddles on the apron there on the taxiway. The waves are going to be different. I think a very significant new thing is also the weather engine and the 3D clouds, the actual 3D clouds, and how they render them and move resources to your VGA card instead of the CPU to generate them. So my initial thoughts is upwards, onwards, great. This is giving us a lot to look forward to. You know, I'm very excited, really very excited.
No timelines though, Nico.
No timelines. It will be ready when it's ready. That was the answer.
Yeah, that was the answer, which makes me think it'll be summer 2022.
Probably.
That's possible.
Yeah.
All the beta work's got to go through, you know, and they're still working on a lot of the stuff, so it's going to take time.
Yeah. Paul.
Yeah, when you...
Sorry, Kevin.
No, I was going to say, when you listen to the lad who was presenting it, when he was asked questions, you could tell that they've got the people working on the separate bits of Explain 12, but they haven't put it all together yet to see if it all works together.
Yeah, that's possible. Paul, but you say you're impressed.
Yeah, it looks fabulous. The question I have though, if you've got a fairly low grade computer and for example my graphics card's pretty much working flat out already, that might not be much good for me. You know?
Yeah, unfortunately. Definitely.
I think you're right, Paul.
Yeah. That's the only sad part about it all. I mean, I'm also in a similar boat now with Windows 11. I mean, my computer literally has an expiry date of somewhere in 2024. And it's crazy. If you look at the amount of money I've spent, you know, it's sad that the guys go and take the technology just that one notch too far. Now, on the same token, if we look at what the guys did with MSFS 2020, Paul, I mean, surely there must be a slider. So you won't have the same graphics, but you'll still be able to run it. You know, it's just going to suck when you look at other screenshots and think, oh man, you know.
Yeah, well, maybe that's not so bad. You know, I'm happy with the 20 odd frames I'm getting, and when people talk about, you know, they get 80 frames a sec, you know, I don't care much about that. It works fine for me so far.
Yeah.
So if I have to slide a few things down, then I will just have to do it until the second-hand graphics card market picks up again.
Yeah.
I think the thing to think about, Paul, is the fact that they're going to offload a lot of what Explain 12 does onto the GPU in order for optimization, because it's the CPU that gets throttled to hell, and which would tell me that you're going to need to have a GPU with at least 6 gigabytes of RAM on it.
Yeah. Some newest generation. Yes, Uncle John.
Can I make a comment while we're talking about graphics? I was listening to a bit of a report with regards to streaming, which is what you're doing now.
Yeah.
And this guy highly recommended a second graphics card. It doesn't need to be a brilliant card, just to offload some of the workload that your graphics card is doing, running not only the sim but also your streaming.
Yeah, Uncle John, just for your information, I do have 2 cards in my system. Okay, so my 7-inch and my 19-inch screens actually run off the weaker card. okay.
Apologies, I wasn't aware of that.
No. Well, it's nothing to apologize for. I think it's a great topic that you brought up. So that's what I do. My sim, my broadcasting software, and the Navigraph stuff is running off my 2070. So I've got 3 screens on the 2070 and 2 screens on the smaller VGA card. So that is how I leveraged everything from the beginning, Uncle John. But it's nothing to apologize. I mean, we're sharing information now. And it's very vital for guys who want to get into streaming to have more than 1 screen. You don't need 5 like me, but you need at least 3, in my opinion. Because if you want to fly and stream and have access to all your navigational stuff, that's 3 screens that you need to get. And it has to be functional. So anyway, that's just me. Okay, I see Bob's asking a new full release or upgrade. It will be a full new release. It will be Explain 12. It's going to be a new platform, so it's going to cost you $60 again to buy in. One of the things they did say, and I see there is already confusion from some of the users, they did the same with Explain 10 and 11. The last month or 3 before this thing gets released, what they do is they make it so that your Explain 11 and 12 run off the same key. It doesn't mean that everybody that currently owns Explain 11 will get a free upgrade, that your key will run on 12. That's not what it means. It means that there's a window period of 1 to 3 months, which is your grace period. Because in the past, a lot of guys bought, let's call it Explain 9, and the next moment Explain 10 appeared, and then there was friction. The guys didn't appreciate not knowing that 10 was coming, and so they changed that. And then upgrading from 10 to 11, it was like a 3-month period or so, where you get the mercy and grace from Laminar Research, where they basically give you a dual purpose key, and that is to prevent the nastiness that comes from cutting the one and just summarily going to the next one. So please be careful. I don't think any one of us are going to get a free Explain 12 unless we win it in a raffle somewhere.
It's a good point to bring up, that, Nico.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, it caused me some confusion initially till I worked it out.
Yeah. So it gives you a free key to the beta version of the Explain 12.
If you buy Explain 11 in that grace period, yes. If you bought it before the grace period, no. That's basically what it's saying.
Really?
Yeah, that's all it is. So if you buy Explain 11 in that month or 3 before the release, they give you the Explain 12. But if you bought it prior, sorry, you have to pay again. Which, look, I mean, at the end of the day, no matter how much we have this as a hobby, there is still a business component. There are still people earning the money, having families to feed, bills to pay. It's impossible to just give everything for free.
Yeah, of course.
And I agree with Bob. $60, it's going to be worth it, man.
I just wish it was today. I'd spend me $60 straight away. I've got my card in my hand. Let's go.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah, no, it would have been cool.
You scrap some more from the tail from Nico's plane.
Yeah. Just take some as you walk past. Just don't let me see you, but just bring a chisel and a hammer. You can earn a few bucks by chipping off some of the gold.
I have to say that the thing that I liked seeing at the expo was the Thrustmaster bow and throttle quadrants.
I initially was overwhelmed with it. I thought, wow, that is so good, so nice. But the more I look at it, the more it is badly designed. It's very badly designed as a bowing unit. There's no flap lever that I could see. I still can't figure out what the 2 levers are on the front of the yoke. I've tried to enlarge the pictures to see if I can see any writing on it. I don't know. I think the concept is very good, Kevin. And listen, guys, this is just my opinion. I'm not saying you should have the same opinion at all. I'm just saying there are a couple of things that Mac initially saw, I saw, some other guys have mentioned that I think it for me it will be a struggle to use it because, you know, where's the flaps, for instance, you know, and things like that. But I'm probably making now a mountain out of a mole's heap, but that's just my first impression.
Yeah, what you're saying, but I think that fella said it was still in sort of production phase, so it's not a finished product as yet.
Well, I hope that some of the guys there gave some constructive criticism, that they maybe spend extra $20 on it and just make it a little bit better. Yeah, so anyway, I'm not saying it's bad, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it was a bit of a letdown once I started really looking at it, because my first impression was, wow, that's really nice.
Yeah, that was my first impression as well, and I thought it looks really good, that.
Yeah.
Sorry. As a side issue, going off explain just for a second, I think Microsoft shot themselves in the foot. They gave all sorts of reasons, COVID being the main one, why they didn't turn up yesterday. Excuse me, sir, what happened? Why couldn't you do a virtual part of the show? You know, they really let themselves down, and I feel sorry for the 2020 guys.
Yeah, that's a good point. Steve, I see your percentage off there. Yeah, it would be nice to maybe get a 10% off, you know, the loyal guys. You know, thank you for supporting us all the years. There's 10% off your $60, but again,
maybe they will, Nico. Maybe they will.
Yeah. Maybe.
It will make $6 anyway, not.
Yeah, but it's, you know, I think for a lot of people it's about the principle. It's not really about the money.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. For Italians, that's the reality. I mean, Italians always try to get the best price, even if it's €1. It's always the same.
Yeah.
Human nature, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, KC, I'm coming to cruise. I'll slow down a bit so that you can slot in between us.
Yes, thank you.
On a different topic now, I just remembered, if you go to show more below the video, in the text that I put there, I also added the Giza pyramids and the Sphinx and stuff as added scenery. If you guys are into those kind of things, if you want it in your simulator, just go grab that download as well. Straightforward install, nothing difficult, and at least you'll have some pyramids.
Finding them is a different matter, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, remember that.
We had a laugh that day.
Oh my goodness, that was terrible.
Where have they hidden them?
Yeah, no, that was terrible. And my biggest mistake was I didn't pan out far enough, so I was always inside the circle. They were always behind me. Damn it. Yeah.
Yeah. Assume we've had nothing back from Zibo with regards to the sounds, Nico.
He said he will investigate the thunder. He actually physically told me last night he's going to investigate it and then come back to us, because I think, I don't know which one of you said it, I think he was under a misconception of what it did or why it was there, kind of a thing. I mean, it's something that nobody really talks about, you know. It's and I don't know if I'm right or wrong, so don't hold me against it, but it could have been something that Audiobird did, and there was obviously a reason for doing it, but I think the reason has gone away, in my opinion. And I mean, my thunder sounds so nice now in this Zibo. It's just amazing. It just works perfectly.
Yeah, Kevin's quite pleased too.
Yeah. Oh no, I listened to it.
Probably they are too loud for a liner. I mean, it's probably they wanted to make it a little bit smoother, and
well,
they missed the point.
Yeah, the files have got zero data in them. It's zero volume. it's a blank file. There's no volume,
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
in it.
yeah.
So at least if you put the other one, it might be a bit loud, but at least you get it. And then I think it was McTrying who pointed out to me that if you go to your settings, audio settings, and go to your next page here, when you look at your weather volume, you can actually set the volume. Yeah. I haven't tried it yet, but apparently that's how it works.
It does work.
Okay. Then I'm happy. Then I'm happy.
Coffee time, John.
Yeah.
Kevin, excellent idea, sir.
It's nice to see 7 guys flying together like this, man. It's really cool.
Yeah, it feels also like flying together, doesn't it, Nico?
Yeah.
I see you, Casey. But you're okay. What's your cruise, Casey?
Flight level 310.
Okay, you're 1,000 above me. I've got 300.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday.
Hello, Sasa.
Good morning, Sasa.
Good morning.
Should be correct, an even one, isn't it?
Yeah, don't worry for a minute till we separate, whatever. So.
Yes, Bob, it's all through IVO. Steve, we'll talk about that just now. Let's get that on stream quickly. Right, so this is the Libor simulation Beirut that we use where we flew out from the org. The link is in show more below the video. Right, so what I did was I came to download the file. If you click on view, it takes you to the actual scenery on the Google Drive. Alright, so let me go there quickly. Right, and then obviously you just download it from here. So that's the base Libor simulation Beirut XP11 zip. Okay, that's your base. And then all I did was I copied the next one as well. Libor sim Beirut XP patch 101. Downloaded that. So then I obviously installed that one first, and then I put that one next. So that's number 1. That's number 2. AutoGate I skipped. I don't need it. It's not relevant to me because I've already got the AutoGate plugin. And once that was put in place, this is what it looks like. So there I've got Libor 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, all of them. And all I had to do was to make sure that they are in that order in my scenery INI file, and it just magically worked. The previous time I tried to install it, like I mentioned earlier, I couldn't get it to work. There was a couple of anomalies. I can't even remember, but this is what I did now, and it magically worked. I hope that helps.
Yeah, I didn't look on the under that view file.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That.
So I think I only downloaded the patch.
Yes. Yeah. Makes sense.
So lots of flying, Sasso?
Yes, a lot. Yesterday at my simulator, my check every 6 months went well, and yeah, so I have 2 days now to relax and then back flying on 29th.
Excellent.
Pretty busy.
On the Max or on the Max already?
Yeah, I flew the Max like 6 or 7 times already.
Oh, nice, isn't it?
It's very nice to fly. Yes, very nice.
Mac told me you showed a motor failure on start of the. I don't know when that was, but
On
I missed
takeoff.
that. Yeah, on takeoff you did it, huh?
Okay, I'll be back in a second. I've just got to go over the road and let the neighbours chicken out.
Okay.
Salvatore didn't hear me.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you did a demonstration of a failure mode of an engine failure on the takeoff, didn't you?
Yeah, I was just playing a bit around. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pity. I didn't see that.
Yeah, well, the problem is that I can't simulate a proper handling of an engine failure or fire or something because I have no rudder pedals.
Oh yeah.
Do everything with the rudder is simply impossible. Sorry, with the joystick is simply impossible.
Yeah, but you can do the rudder offset in the Zibo, eh?
Yeah, I know. I need to take a bit of time and synchronize maybe a button or something to move the rudder trim, because at the end, even if you have the engine failure, once you set the rudder trim there, then it will stay there.
Yeah.
And you don't really need to play with the rudder anymore.
Yeah, so it's not realistic. Yeah, okay. I know what you mean. So we're there in 20 minutes, Nico. From now.
I've got 114 nautical miles for top of descent, so it's going to be a bit longer than 20 minutes. Ooh, I've just noticed something. Hold on. Oh no, it's just the way I was looking. Mine says 35 minutes. We'll be there.
Yeah, but I mean, until top of descent, I wanted to say.
Okay, yeah.
Then it starts again.
Yeah.
So how long did they have you in the simulator yesterday then?
It was supposed to be 5 hours, but we managed to do everything in 4 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, right. So what exercises did they have you do?
So we had, I started flying, it was during night time, and it was supposed to be a flight Stansted to Dublin. Then as soon as we took off runway 22 in Stansted, we had, well, the simulator, like for operational reason, the company called ATC, and we have just to come back to Stansted. So go back to Stansted for RMP runway 04, followed by a circle to land runway 22. You do all that, you land on 22, then repositioning for a low visibility takeoff, and you do the takeoff vectors for a Cat 3 approach on runway 22 in Stansted. Cat 3 approach with flaps 40. Malfunction at the minima, go around a minima, so 50 feet over the ground.
With flaps 40?
Yes, you do the go around and you do the full go around procedure up to after takeoff checklist, and then vectors again for another approach with flaps 30 this time for an auto land. and then most likely, I don't remember when it was, but I think it was on the low visibility landing, we had, while vacating the runway, engine fire. So you stop the aircraft, you complete the memory items, you advise the cabin, you advise the tower. You discharge the 2 bottle, the 2 extinguisher. The fire is still there, so you start the evacuation checklist. And then repositioning again, departure, engine failure on departure at V1 or just after V1. You deal with the problem in the air because it's after V1. And full procedure, full QRH. Then you come up with a plan, you brief the cabin crew, and then back for the approach. You have to intercept the localizer and glide slope manually, and then what else? Go around at minima on single engine because you have no runway in sight. You do the go around single engine, full procedure, and then you get vectors for another approach, still on single engine, and then it's the same thing for the captain. Give me 1 second that I have a phone call. 1 second.
Wow.
So that's really easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very easy.
Anybody fancy that challenge?
What company is he flying for?
Don't say on air. We'll tell you later.
Not on there.
Yeah. I don't know why. For me, it's a nothingness to share who they fly for, but they don't want to. So I don't know if it's part of their contract or what. I don't know. So we rather just honor them and respect that.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's amazing what they have to do.
Yeah. Uncle John and I had a similar experience. Remember when we did the sim, you and me, at Cape Town?
We've seen that video. Nice.
Oh my goodness, they hammered me and Uncle John that day.
Yeah, that's a nice video.
Yeah, they hammered us.
We dealt with it though.
Yeah,
very well.
I still swear I did a better landing on one engine than with the 2 engines.
Yeah. So where was it? Sorry. I don't know.
So you had a quiet time then, Sasha?
I mean, yeah, it was very, very interesting, I have to be honest. It was a very good session in terms of interesting things to see. And then what else we did? Then we did a bit of, the check is divided in 2 parts. The first part is just a check, which is the one just I told you. And then the second part is a kind of check and distraction at the same time. So you see new procedures. And what happened yesterday, we were in the middle of the Alps and we had a HECA survey, so we had to basically avoid a collision. After that we had an imbalance as a fuel and we had to run through the checklist to double check if it was a fuel leak or just, a misindication. And then we had volcanic ash. So basically the engine started to go crazy because they start to ingest volcanic ash.
Oh, bad.
So there you have to do a kind of memory items to turn as quickly as possible away from the volcanic ash. Then we have, because of this loss of thrust on both engines, so basically we had to run the engine at idle, and this of course means that you can't maintain that altitude, but you need to start to glide down. We identified the airport. So we started, I was part of flying, so while the captain was dealing with the problem, I was flying the aircraft I was gliding actually the aircraft towards the destination, or the diversion airport. Then we managed to get 1 engine kind of operative at reduced power but still working. So we managed to do the approach and everything. And then we went into Salzburg to do engine failure on departure at Salzburg, and that is scary because you have the 6,000 or 4,000 feet of mountain next to you. The approach into Salzburg with flaps 30 and flap 40, engine failure on short final, and you have to deal with the problem. and then we had some high energy approach. So the famous 220 flaps 5 speed brake or 180 flaps 10 speed brake to recover the profile.
Oh yeah, we know all of that.
Exactly. I was thinking about you, to be honest. I was thinking about that. Yeah, they know.
So what did you do after lunch then, Sasso?
Oh man, yeah, I was. When I finished, I was like, you feel like in a washing machine. Or something.
You are finished.
Yeah. And then, yeah, that was it. That was my Saturday evening.
Well, I'm in the washing machine and I'm just listening to you.
Yeah, but no, it was very, very interesting, I have to be honest. And also the examiner was amazing, giving the input at the right time, like, waiting for you to come up to face the problem, try to sort it out, and then just give the right tips to keep you on the right track. Not, of course, during the check, but after, when it was the instructional bit. It was really, really nice. Yeah.
Good.
I think it's very good to know that used pilots get put through these rigorous training exercises. It makes all us passengers feel so much happier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense, and that's what I would like to hear if I'm a passenger.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. How many passengers will know that?
And when they can't cope with that problem, we can help.
Yes. But I'm just thinking out loud now, Sasso. I'm going to land at the runway 05 right in Cairo. Okay, it's a VOR teardrop approach. So if you need tips, you must just ask me. I'll show you how we do it just now.
I'm ready. I have the piece of paper to take notes on it, man.
The time to really get worried is when the pilot announces over the loudspeaker, "Is there any flight simmers on this flight?"
Dear.
Yeah.
Specifically Zibo pilots.
Yeah. We don't want just anybody.
In choosing the passenger, yes.
Yeah, I tell you what. I thought I knew flying. I thought I knew the Boeing until I started getting involved with Zibo. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the learning curve has been steep. Between him and
Nico,
Twixter, yeah?
You know what? Well, no, you're streaming, so no. But I was thinking, like, let's come up with an engine failure or something.
Oh, no, not now.
No. No, it's just because you have the rudder at least. I can guide you through, or I can try, but at least you have the rudder. That will do.
So, you mentioned that part of your check was volcanic ash, and you lost a lot of thrust and had to glide, basically.
Yes.
Do you pitch for a certain speed to maximize the distance you can glide?
Okay, let's think about this. What speed would you use if you have an engine failure? You are in the cruise. Happy days. At some point, both engines start to have a crazy AGT indication. The first thing Boeing suggests, disconnect autothrottle and retard the thrust levers on both engines or on the engine with the malfunction until you start to have sensible indication. Okay. Now, this means, of course, that we can't maintain the cruise level, because I mean, we will have a certain margin, as you can see there now. Nico still have a certain margin on N1, so technically it doesn't mean that he's using all the power, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
But at some point he will have to descend to keep the speed. That's just the lift formula. Okay. If we can't maintain the altitude, at that point we are facing another problem. Let's imagine worst case scenario. Both engines fail So we are at idle completely, or even with the start levers both on cutoff to try to regain the situation. What do you think is the best speed for glide? What do you think?
My guess would be minimum drag speed.
Which is?
It's where those two graphs cross, that's the best I can tell you.
And on the PFD, on the ADI in front of you, what is that speed? What's the name of that speed? Which is also the minimum drag speed. The drag.
Flaps up speed.
Yeah,
There
flaps
we
up
go.
speed. Yeah, minimum flaps up speed.
There we go. So the first thing you have to do is level
Have you
change,
always wanted to be a pilot?
reduce the speed to the up speed. How about if you don't know what is the up speed? Because above flight level 200, the ADI doesn't show the up speed. Do you know the formula?
I would guess it a little bit above the yellow band when it starts to appear. That's the best I can do.
There is a particular formula. The flap maneuvering speed for a certain speed are based on the flap 40 plus a certain amount of knots.
Ooh.
Nico, if you don't mind to go into init ref.
We've lost Nico.
Lost Nico. Okay. Wonderful.
He'll be back.
Yeah. Because basically, the up speed is calculated over the flap 40 speed for a certain weight. So at the moment, at the current speed will be shown on init ref.
So let's say 140.
Okay. 140 plus fixed value 70, this will give you the up speed.
So 210, okay.
Exactly. So if you have such a problem, what you do, init ref, flap 40 without touching the weight, because you want to see the up speed at the actual weight. Flap 40, Nico, if you can go on init ref for a second.
There you go.
Yes, so flap 40 says 142 plus 70 is 212, okay? And in fact 212 is the go around, sorry, actually 142 is the speed for the toga also, because we are a maximum landing weight kind of, because 66 is quite heavy. So the up speed is calculated taking the flap 40 speed plus 70, 212. So in case I have a problem with the engine, the best glide speed will be 212, which is the up speed. So in case of that problem, immediately level change, 212, and then to see where you will reach the ground, you just put the MCP altitude to 0 and you play with the green banana that will come up on the ending.
Yeah.
And you know where more or less you will reach the altitude. So what I did yesterday, we were in the middle of the Alps. I turned immediately towards Venezia, okay, because I know there is flat terrain. So I turned immediately towards Venezia. I went level change, I reduced to the up speed. We were at flight level 250 actually. I reduced the speed, and then I started to glide down, and I was playing. I put immediately 4,000 feet or 3,000, I don't remember, in the MCP, just to have a bit of margin, and then I played making sure that the green banana was after Venezia.
Yeah, fabulous.
Yeah.
Nice.
KC, which runway are you taking?
05 right. Takes.
Yes, 05 right.
Okay, yeah, I'm taking centre, so that solves.
I'm
the
taking
problem.
sender.
So needn't panic.
I like the way you guys have learned to create space between you. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Tix14 did a very good job.
Oh, thank you.
Sasso.
Yes, Captain.
Now I'm sitting here wondering about this engine failure.
Yeah. I was thinking about that too, Nico. I thought when you're not going to do it, I'll do it then.
Well, Nico, if you want to do that, we can, but I need streaming on Discord. Otherwise, I will let the lag and it will become a mess.
I thought that the engine failures were already built into the Zibo.
No, you have to go through the explain menu or just do it manually. Just
flick the switch.
Yeah.
Right, so let's take engine number 1. You okay with that?
If you stream on Discord, yes. If not, I will say wait.
That will be problematic.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, yes, I got it. How to reduce the volume? Wow, so loud.
Bottom right, there's a speaker.
Sure, you see? I can deal with an engine failure, I don't know where to move. Okay, fine, got it. So, what we have to do? We simulate an engine failure, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You are at idle, huh?
Yeah.
So guys, look. Decide which engine and just move the start lever to cut off. Okay. Lower DU appears. You see why it's important to blank the lower DU, because as soon as you recognize a problem with the engine, it will come up. But now look at the aircraft. The autopilot of course disengaged because it starts to feel the pressure, but nothing else happened. Look, the airplane is under control, so don't panic. That's the first thing. Now then, we are already descending, so there is no really a point to get crazy. We need to stabilize the aircraft. Okay, so cruise page. If you go on the cruise page, because of course you don't want to do a full dive down.
Well, we're in the descent already. There is no cruise page.
Of course there is no cruise page. So what I would suggest is to take, I don't know what is the MSA there, but let's imagine you were descending 2,700. What I would say is level off at 4,000 initially, because you still have one engine. Level off at 4,000. There will be a mayday call, and then ATC will tell you, okay, proceed on this heading or join the hold at this point, whatever it is, because you have to come up with a plan. You just don't go straight for the approach. You want to configure the airplane. Okay, now, 4,000 feet you have, look at the speed, is decreasing. So what you want to do is that game I told you before. Level change, down, what it was, 212 the up speed?
Yes.
That's it. Now, disengage the auto throttle, because let's have an idea. Let's look at the information we got. So if we look at the upper view, N1 is 18, engine number 1, N1 is 18.7. The AGT is basically very low. We have N2 is still rotating because the engine is rotating, the blades are rotating. And then if we go down to the pedestal, we have, of course, this was an induced engine failure. The engine failure has no memory items, so we don't have to do anything for now. What I want you to do is to increase slightly the the engine number 2 thrust levers. Only the engine number 2 to about 60 to 70%. No more than that. 60 to 70.
Yeah, I just jumped because I touched it. It was not in a good place.
Look that you are climbing like a robot, huh?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, what I need as well, put the rudder trim to the right by 4 to 5 units. 4 to 5 units to the live engine.
Done.
Okay. Now, if you release the rudder and you try to engage the autopilot, reduce a bit the thrust to 66% on the live engine and try to engage the autopilot.
Okay, hold on. I need to get the flight director back.
and then adjust the rudder trim so the autopilot is working nicely. Look, airplane is under control, guys. That's it. I don't want to say we can enjoy and coffee, but you know, it's all under control. Now it's time to start with the QRH procedure for the engine failure, and these will tell you try to recover the engine, try to do a restart. Let's assume a restart will not be possible. Do you want to start the engine or not? I don't know.
No, let's leave it.
Okay, let's leave it.
Yeah.
Then we need to prepare for our one engine inoperative checklist, landing checklist. So the first thing we have to do is going to be a flap 15 landing instead of a flap 40 or flaps 30, because we want less drag. So let's go there. Yes, flap 15. Remember, do not use the FMC for the fuel prediction, because he doesn't know you had an engine failure. So the fuel burn is going to be different from the actual one. So don't touch the gross weight. Just leave as it is. 162, we are going to fly 167. Because we are using flap 15 for landing, you have to go on the FO side and flip the flap inhibit switch over there next to the leg of Linda. Because otherwise you are going to have flap, flap, flap. That's it, because you are going to land with flap 15, so it's something strange. But look at the aircraft. It's flying perfectly at the up speed, which is the minimum drag speed, and is flying down with the autopilot. Auto brake. In case of an emergency like this, you straight go to max auto brake. Straight to max. This is done, this is done. Now, quick setup, FMC, frequency for landing, which I think you already have, ILS.
Yeah.
The minima for the ILS, which I think you already have.
Yeah, minima for IL is 697. Yeah,
Perfect.
Courses done.
Courses. Next is fix for landing. I don't know if you use them. Now, in case of an engine failure, we don't really use the fix, because we are gonna do the final configuration with the gear and the flap 15, which is the landing flap, when the glide is 1 dot up. So instead of waiting the usual 4 or 5 nautical miles, we just wait for the glide to be active, and when it's coming above 1 dot above us, we do the final configuration. Rough figure for the settings, Nico. Once you intercept the glide, you can maintain between 66 and 70% on the live engine, no more than that.
Okay.
Leave the rudder trim in, and just remember to don't flare too much, because you are already coming with a flat angle because you have flat 15.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Okay.
Okay. Now we are high. We don't
Very
care
high.
too much. I'm gonna vector you.
Okay.
Left, heading 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Heading select. You can go down 2700 again and set the QNH. Perfect. Speed brake out. Don't touch the thrust.
What, you want me to pull the speed brake? Why?
Yes. So we increase
Okay,
the
the rate of descent.
It's better to increase the rate of descent using the speed brake instead of moving the thrust lever.
Of
Just
course.
because moving the thrust lever means rudder trim change.
Yes.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Reset that master caution, because we don't care about that. I just need to see the pressurization panel.
Wrong button.
Start the APU, because at the moment you are running with only one generator, which is the engine number 2, but you want to have at least 2 generators. So start the APU, then quickly configuration of the so the failed engine is the left one. Okay, so left pack off, isolation valve open, APU bleed on. That's the dual bleed, perfect. And now we wait a second for that. Then start switches both on continuous. You do this a bit early. I'm just doing the QRH checklist in my mind. Now we wait for the APU. Now wait. look at the autopilot. The command A is engaged. If you move the generator on the same side of the autopilot, it will trip out the autopilot. So engage command B first. Now put the generator on the left side. Yeah. Now put again the command A. Perfect.
Clever.
Now, do a left turn heading 255. Sorry, left 155 or 140 even. I'm just vectoring you around. 155, yes. Go left heading 100. But look, guys, the aircraft is perfectly flyable.
It's shaking a bit, but it's cool. It works.
It's shaking because of the speed brake.
Yeah.
Shaking because of the speed brake.
Yeah.
Okay, we have that, we have that, we have that, we have that, we have that. Perfect, man. That's it. We are ready for the approach.
Excellent.
Master caution, you can reset it. Just press master caution. That's it. Now, what we do usually, what's the distance from the runway?
Distance from the runway.
11 nautical miles.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 times 11 is 33.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are good. We are kind of good on profile. What I want you to do, if you go into legs page, take the center India 05 right and put into top, not execute, and just at the bottom right, put the heading at 045 below intercepting course. In this way, you extend the center line of the runway. Yeah, 045, there, execute. Execute. Wonderful. Okay, go to the left now.
What do you mean left?
Turn left. We need to get established on the ALS.
We're on the wrong side of the airport.
I know. We have to do a 180 turn, basically.
Okay, okay.
And I would look at that traffic, huh? Maybe we will let him go first. I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
I can make way, I can make way.
That's fine, it's fine. I'm gonna miss you. I won't eat you, don't worry.
No, else I'll go away.
No, no, you're fine. You're fine.
No, it's fine, absolutely. If you continue, we are good, because we are very slow. We can even start to set flaps 1, Nico, if you want. Huh?
Yeah, he's behind me already.
Yeah, the main thing with the engine failure is that you want to take your time. So get there, reduce the speed, match the speed with the flap 1, and get it set.
There it is. There's Owen.
Perfect. Yeah, match the speed with the flap 1. Wonderful. I don't know why we lost all the points for the approach, but I don't know what happened there with the legs page.
Well,
basically we lost the Charlie India 05 right and all the rest.
Oh crap, I'm only seeing it now, don't I?
Yeah, just go depth arrival quickly.
Depth arrival, yes.
Yeah, just take the 05 right again, yeah. That's it, that's it. Just go into the legs page now, we should have...
Nope.
No, it's not. I don't know why.
Hold on.
No. I saw a nice movie last night.
Still not. That's interesting. I think we found a bug. Anyway, can I turn left more? Mr. Sasso.
Start to turn left. Yeah, to get on an intercept heading. You can see there the runway, which is the dot white line.
Yeah.
You sure the course is 045?
Yes, we're on the wrong side of the airport, Sasso. We need to go to the other side. We're on the northern side of the airport now. We need to be on the southern side.
Ah, that's why it didn't work. Okay.
Okay.
Stow the speed brake. Because we are good in terms of altitude. We can disregard the VNAV thing. I can feel the pressure.
Calm
You see,
down, Nick.
look,
Calm down.
the autopilot is there. He's doing the job for us. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of settle the aircraft and recognize which engine failed, and that's it. And then you just start from there.
Just go to Charlie Victor Oscar and you'll be okay, huh?
Yeah, as well. You can go over and then outbound.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go a little bit more straight, then turn from that side and go back in. That's my plan.
Yeah, but if you go to Charlie Victor Oscar, it's on the teardrop, huh?
Yeah, I know, that's the VOR.
Well, the last thing you do is at the airdrop with an engine failure. You will just ask.
Yeah, you won't do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, baby, come, you can do it. We've got faith in you.
Another thing we have to do, man. Look at the fuel.
Yeah.
The dead engine is the left one, and in fact, look at the fuel. So the non-operating site has an high value, which means no fuel leak is suspected, and that's to balance the fuel. Start the time as well, 10 to 15 minutes, and you will get it balanced. I promise you. Yeah, always cancel the master caution once you have identified the reason. That's it. You saw why it's important on takeoff to have the lower view blanked. As soon as the system recognizes a problem with the engine, it will come up. But look, he's descending, flap 1 with the speed. We are still at 8,500, descending to 2,700. So it's plenty of time to think.
Yeah, there's my banana.
Brief the cabin crew, do a PA, talk with ATC, talk with the company on the handling frequency. You know, all this kind of stuff.
Amazing.
Will that message be on the bottom menu still?
What do you mean, bottom menu?
Yeah, that lower display.
The lower display.
Yeah, when he blends it, will that menu be there? That message be there?
No.
It will always only be there if it's blanked. If it's not,
exactly.
So it's gone now. So when he blends it, you won't see the message.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, of course. No, of course. But you never blank it if it appears and you have an engine failure, of course. Okay, Nico, I think we can turn to the left and start the downwind side. And turn on the parallel, which is 2 to 5. And that's most likely what you will do in an emergency situation. You take vectors for a downwind, you take your time, and then maybe on downwind, ADC will tell you just call back when ready to start the approach. That's what will happen in real life. You can try now maybe to load again the approach, Nico, now that we are on a... Should work now. I don't know why it was not taking it. Perfect, yeah.
Wait, not the right one.
No, I know, I mean, at least it's working. That's what we want. Yeah.
I'm not going to take the transition, so that's what we want.
But what I will go, Lex page, yeah, take the Charlie India 05 right, and now do, yeah, execute this.
And not 045 there?
No, I don't want that. I will do something nicer for you.
Okay.
So Charlie India 05 right, line select that.
Yeah.
Approaching transition.
And then just select the Charlie India 05 right. And now 045 minus 90 is, 45, Who can do the calculation?
I don't have a calculator on me.
315. 315. Right. 315.
Must do, just after that.
Yeah. 315.
Yeah.
/4 and put it on top over Charlie India 05 right. That's it. Now Charlie India 05 right after that. Okay, execute. Charlie India 001 180 or below as a speed. Can you see this says 212? Put it
Yes.
180 or below on the first waypoint that you just created. No. Keep flap 1. Keep flap 1 speed. On the FMC,
I feel so alive
next
now.
to Charlie India 001, make
Yeah.
it 180 or below, the first waypoint in the legs page. 180 or below / first leg, first point. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Wonderful. Execute. LNAV available. Yeah, and just reselect the Charlie India 001 on top. So you will go directly to him. Yeah, speed brake out. And look, you have your deceleration point. You know you are high, but still manageable.
Transition
We are
level.
already with the flaps 1 out. So that's a kind of, I don't want to call it high energy approach, but you know.
Yeah, we get
are
the idea.
taking our time.
Yeah.
And that's it. We have
Sure.
a profile, we have LNAV working for us. LNAV will get us established. The VNAV, because we treat the speed, will keep us on a good speed as well. That's it, guy. We try to simplify our life as much as possible. The descent path is not working, so if you go on the descent page, yeah, go into the descent page just to have a look. Okay, go into previous page, right there 5000, execute. Okay, now we should have a better profile. Yeah, you see, he's getting better now. The VNAV path is recalculating the profile. Okay, we are not 9,000 feet high, I promise you.
Got it.
Because look at the track miles. Proc page 24 nautical miles. 24 nautical miles to cover. 3 times 24. 3 times 20 is 60. So if we are at 6,000 feet, we are going to be good. We are even below. Slow the speed brake. This is always the calculation you have to do in your mind. Track miles 20. 20 times 3, 60. 6,000 feet, I'm good. I am at 4,400. I don't need to lose a lot of speed. I'm already at 190. That's good. We are on profile or even below. So don't just trust the VNAV, because VNAV is saying craziness at the moment. Just crazy. He's recalculating, as you can see, but still.
Yeah, we got it.
Just below Charlie India 001, Nico, before that turn to the left, I will suggest flaps 5 and reduce the speed, just to keep everything settled and on time. You can reduce the range as well, so we have a better view of the turn. Perfect. What do you think?
Nice.
Well, I'm just watching. I've got a squid on.
I wish I'd done more maths at school.
So are you taking a shower after the cup?
Yeah, I will. Sorry, Paul.
You
I was
brave
going to
man.
say, I would be so tempted to try VNAV here.
This is amazing.
You could, but he will dive down. And he will dive down because is, you know, we have the speed brake, we have, sorry, not the speed brake, we have the flaps out. I don't know why he's recalculating that way. That should not happen, to be honest. I was expecting to have the profile already calculated. Probably is because he lost the approach, so he lost all the waypoints before. We had to recall the approach again.
1,000 to go.
So it's really important to do that mental arithmetic before you would do something like re-engaged VNAV here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have to have something sensible on the VNAV profile, otherwise it's just saying craziness. I don't know who is that guy crossing now the center line.
That's number 28. Who's 628? Kies. That's Kies.
Okay, that would be a nice problem. Well, he's fast.
There he is.
He's faster than us, I guess.
Yeah, well, there he is. We've got him.
But the thing is that we're gonna be faster than him during approach because he's gonna land with flaps 34.
Well, let's do it this way. I'm just going to quickly disconnect from the network, so I don't interfere with anybody and nobody with me. So there we go. We're free.
Okay.
No.
Sorry, where?
So, we don't do anything now. We have flaps 5. Nico, there is no auto throttle. You are approaching the altitude. You will need to increase the thrust on the live engine. The speed brake has tow, correct?
It's stowed, yes.
Perfect. So, increase alt acquire, increase the thrust to about 72 to 74%. That's it. Keep the speed there. Keep the speed there. Now, look at the localizer. It's correct sensing. You can arm localizer. Arm of overlock.
Localizer capture.
That's it. Look out for the speed. Increase the thrust. Yeah. Perfect. It's a lot of thrust needed to
Damn it.
regain.
I need more eyes to have it on all the points.
I know, man. I know. That's the problem. You are established on the warlock, so don't worry about that now. The speed breakers stall, yes. We are very heavy. Yeah, we are very heavy. Okay, the speed is coming back nicely. Okay. Consider with our weight 80% more or less. So start to reduce to 80% because the speed is back. That's it. Now, glide is there, huh?
Yeah.
Glide start to play. Press approach. That's it. Now we wait. As soon as the glide is 1 dot above us, don't touch the thrust, but just go gear down, flap 15, and then you match the speed for landing. So have a look in the init ref. That's it. Look what you want. The speed decreases at the same time as the aircraft pitch down to follow the glide. That's what you want. You do not touch the thrust. So match the speed for landing, which is, I don't know,
161.
Perfect. No, are you sure? We need 162 plus 5, 167.
167, you said.
Yeah.
Thank you. I forgot about that.
That's it. Now it's a matter of doing the landing checklist. So, start switches, continuous.
Yep.
Then, recall. You can press it, you will have something remaining on, but it's fine. We had an engine failure. Close the... reconfigure the fuel panel. I know it's not balanced, but we don't want to land like that. No, first the pump, and then the crossfit.
Well, the engine is off, so it doesn't really matter. But okay.
Yeah. Then, what else? Speed brake, arm green light, landing gear down 3 green, auto brake, R max set, flap 15 green light. Landing lights, I hope you are clear to land.
Yes.
Now, man, keep the speed in your scanning, reduce slightly the thrust. 80% I think is a good value, eh? Cancel that master caution.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Burch.
Taxi lights on.
Now, when you disconnect, remember that you have the rudder trim in. So once you close the thrust lever on engine number 2, it will tend to yaw. Gently push the left rudder, push the left bar gently, not a lot. Gently.
Approaching 0.
Now you still have the thrust in, eh? I mean when you close to do the flare.
I'm with you.
Flare right at the end. Do not hold too much because you are already on a flat approach. Look, That's it. You can disconnect whenever you want. And just fly. Keep the center line in your scanning.
I'm trying.
300.
You are doing good.
Minimums.
The speed is good. Continue. The wind is slightly from the left. Continue to pitch down. Take your touchdown zone. Forgot the glide. Take your touchdown zone. Now, 50. Start to close the thrust. Gently left rudder. Let him sit down. Let him sit down. That's it.
Oops.
That's it. Now keep. Do not use the reverse. Do not use the reverse because it's gonna be asymmetry.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
That's it, man. Well done.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
Well
that's
done, Nico.
Close, nice.
Wow.
60 knots.
Well done, Mako.
Sasso.
That's it, man. You did it.
Thank you so much.
Then technically you will stop here and let the fire brigade to double check the engine and all these kind of things. Well, we had no fire, but still.
Woohoo!
That's awesome, bro.
I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, I did. Thank you, Sasso.
Pleasure. It's so nice when you have the rudder pedals, man.
Yes, it is. Mine is just a bit sensitive, so I kicked it a little bit too hard. Hello, Peter, and thank you. And I need to stretch.
Probably you already said it, but I probably didn't follow. Why you should have the throttle at 60-70% on the engine out?
It's a rough figure on the live engine to keep everything under control. Remember that the aircraft at the end flies for pitch and power, pitch and thrust. So if you keep a certain pitch, if I keep a certain thrust, I will get a performance. And if I want to keep a level flight or descend on a 3 degrees glide, more or less, Mr. Boeing said for a 60-ton
No, sorry. I meant when you said to put the engine out throttle at 60-70% at the beginning of the
Well, that
proceeding.
was because we were descending. So it's the same principle. To keep more or less the rate of descent, you need more or less between 65 and 72, it depends on the weight, on the live engine.
Ah, okay, so I misunderstood. I thought that the engine out throttle had to be there.
No. You need it for descent. Technically, you can also reduce it to increase the rate of descent. What we try to aim during an engine failure, once you have everything under control and the rudder trim is set, you try to do the minimum thrust changes. That's all you do.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Totally amazing.
And in fact, you saw, Nico, when I called you for the gear down, by the time we get the drag out, he bleed off that speed, he went into the landing speed, and at the same time the pitch went down, taking the glide slope. So you didn't touch the thrust. That's what you want.
Yes.
That's why you delay the final configuration to wait for the glide to come.
Absolutely.
I have to put this one back.
Sorry, say again?
I have to look at this video again. I'm learning a lot.
Oh yeah.
I'm down.
As a passenger, I'm glad this is so complex.
It's very complex. You know what? I reckon it's like anything in life. If you practice it enough times, it will be second nature. Then it's not a problem. But for us, doing this is real.
It was very interesting, no?
It was. Thank you, Sasso.
It's a pleasure. Gents, I go to relax a bit. I will see you later. Oh, I don't know, tonight or tomorrow.
That's fine. 100%.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Catch you later, Sasso.
Bye, Sasso.
Bye.
Ciao, Sasso.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sasso.
Pleasure.
What I'll also do is I'll rename this stream. I'll add in the title somewhere engine failure practice or something like that, so we can find this thing again. Because you know, we've done so many good tutorials and they get lost because the name, you know, doesn't get changed. I'm just thinking out loud, I better change it.
Yeah, probably, Nico, it's worthwhile cutting this part and put it alone, probably.
Aviator, you have to put exclamation mark and then PC, and then it'll give you the details. There you go. Well, I've restarted the engine, and I'm obviously now taxiing on both engines just to get to the other side.
So you could have started your engine.
I could have, I didn't want to. There's no point in doing half a tutorial, Uncle John. You know, in another one we can add the engine back again. You know what we need to do? Sorry?
You're not serious.
Yeah, I'm serious. What we need to do next time, Uncle John, so we need to do a dive up to 300 knots and do a windmill start. Show the guys how that works.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's like using your clutch in your car when you go downhill. There goes the engine again.
Sounds like a hold my beer thing.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and you know, it was cool. It was really nice.
Yeah, it was good. I rewatched some of that. I was in the process of approaching.
Approaching 2-3 center.
Right, I have to go, guys.
Okay, Reggie.
Go, Reggie.
Okay, catch you later, Reg.
Yeah, bye all.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye, Rich.
I saw there was ATC online, so I don't want to taxi and then go online and bother you guys. So I'm just going to pick a parking spot soon. Then I'll quickly show you guys the pyramids. I mean, the whole reason you come to Egypt is for the freaking pyramids. So we might as well go there. So Paul,
yeah,
are you going to do the demonstration then at 3 PM for us?
No, I'm not.
Oh, damn.
Oh, like that.
Imagine 5 hours of that he did yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Tell you what, I had to physically stretch to get my muscles out of the knot that they were in.
The difference is he's being tested and his job depends on it, so imagine he must have been there in knots.
Yeah.
Aye. I don't know whether it'd be easier or harder to have the other pilot in there with you. Obviously, you're sharing the workload.
Yeah, that's where cockpit CRM comes in, you know, because each one need to do their little bit and then together it forms the big story. But you have to go through that CRM training and get it done proper.
Because for me, I would like to know the full picture and kind of be in charge of the full picture.
Yeah.
Having somebody else kind of interfere with that with that would be confusing. But obviously, in real life, it works much better with 2.
Yeah. Yeah, if you go to my private hangar, the link is also below the video in the comment, sorry, not a comment, in the show more section. Just go to my private hangar, everything is there. You can just go scavenge in there and grab what you want. It feels like I'm taxiing from runway 18 at Amsterdam now. Wow. Look at that discrepancy in the fuel. 1.51 on the one side and 0.77 on the other side. That the right-hand engine used a lot of fuel. Yeah, Steve, that would be the hope, I suppose. I mean, I think that's part of what they teach you to do. So, what a story. My goodness, what a story. Right, we're almost there, guys. So who's going to send Mac the message that he needs to watch this video because he's up next? He needs to take us through the other engine failure.
I take great pleasure in doing that.
So we did the left engine, you do the right engine. Come on, Mac.
I'm just thinking, Nico, did you switch the wrong pumps off there?
No.
I thought...
No, I switched the left one off because the left one was dead already. It had no value for us to have the pumps on. So everything needed to go to the other side. So I switched the crossfeed on and switched the pumps on the left side off because that engine was dead.
Yeah. Don't you turn the pumps off on the emptier tank, though? So it's drawing fuel from the fuller tank? Or am I got it backwards?
No. It depends on what the procedure is. We were not doing a balancing act. Well, we were, in fact, trying to get the fuel that's lying dead on the left side over to the right side because that's where it was needed. So it wasn't about really balancing as in when there's an imbalance. This was about making sure that we don't get fuel starvation on the good engine. Slightly different story. Mr. Jones, I only use X camera. I don't even know how the default camera system works, to be honest. So in this case now, if this was an ordinary transfer, come on mouse, that one is the one with the least fuel. So we'll do the switch over and then we switch that one off. So what happens now is all the fuel on the left side is now being transferred that way. So the procedure is not about so much balancing the fuel, although it is. It's about making sure there's no starvation on that side. Well, in this case, it's more about the balancing. See, now I'm confusing myself, but this time, this is the correct procedure. In our situation, the left engine was off. There was no fuel needed that side, so that's why we turned left off. I hope you understand.
I'll have to scratch my head about that, thanks.
Sorry guys, I was offline because ground was in the air.
No problem. Paul, if you scratched your head and you come to a different conclusion, just remind me. Go tell me. But that's the way
Will
I
do.
figured it in the heat of the moment. So if I'm wrong, it's good to know. Then we will change it the next time.
Yeah, we need to check that first. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm tired now. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, can't imagine that. Yeah.
I need some cool drink, something refreshing. So guys, go enjoy yourself. We'll talk again later. Thank you for
Ciao,
watching.
Nico.
Bye bye.
See you later. Bye bye.
Thanks Nico, bye.
Thanks, Nico.
Same here. I'm off. Have a good day.